You know what? I'm not even gonna
Hi,
try.
everybody, and welcome back.
Hey,
Hello,
yeah,
Chica.
what-
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Chica.
What are we doing?
Yeah, right, Jake. Seriously, Jake. I know. All session. Seriously.
Oh, Chica.
So, anyways, you can do the
Oh,
Macarena
Chica.
to any song. Really, if you try.
Can you show us an example? I'll put on
I want Scott to show us an example.
Well,
Actually,
all
I'd
right,
really
you
like.
guys
I'll
To...
put
start
on Mad
singing.
City, and you can.
You guys
there you
start
go.
singing. No. Rayrin. All right, ready?
Okay, yeah, do the Macarena.
Yep, we're all ready.
Bastard Rayrin deserves what he gets. That bastard
telling you.
Rayrin deserves to die.
Scott,
Are we
what did I
supposed
tell
to
you?
know that song? Do you think we know that?
Yeah, I don't. I couldn't even remember the main
Wow,
line.
you gotta remember it.
When Scott listens
We
to
didn't
it, he
say
literally
it,
gets
Scott.
scared.
And why were you doing the Macarena to that song?
Because you can do the Macarena to any song. Yeah, any song. Name a song, you can do the Macarena to it. It's not always gonna look good, but you can.
Well, okay.
How about the
8 hours of
swing
static.
low, sweet chariot, come for to carry me home.
Look, you just all you do is
Swing
you
low,
put the hands on the beat and you're fine.
Chariot.
Oh, I got one. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
I'm telling you, you move the hands on the beats, you will be able to do the Macarena to any song.
All right.
How about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No.
Yeah.
Oh, I
God, you are aging yourself so much. He's like, I'm gonna sing all these hip songs.
To the
And it's
window.
like,
To the wall. Oh,
Tyler, especially that one. That is what the Macarena was made for.
So, by the way, it's an old song. It's from like 2002.
I remember that song from that Underground game, that racing game. Underground.
we all live in a yellow summer.
A what?
Yeah, those songs.
Back in the USSR. Dun, 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 dun.
There you go. I need to get a guitar again. I miss playing guitar.
All right, let's get
Guitar,
back
you say?
into the game.
I got one right over there.
My guitar fucking broke when we had a flood in my apartment because we had humidifiers running, dehumidifiers running, I should say. And
I was going to say, why are you humidifying a
Yeah,
flooded
no,
room?
dehumidifiers, and it warped the wood. Anyways, that's my last bit. I'm sorry. You had a break, and now I'm just full distracted.
That's what happens when Scott is late, you know.
All right, so we get back into it. Chris Allen's like, Yonders, you didn't speak. Or not Yonders.
No,
You have to do the hands.
Wait, what the
You gotta
fuck?
do the hands, Josh.
Elijah, you didn't speak.
Speak.
All right, how do I attack Josh?
You drive? You drive
Not
about
there yet.
26 hours.
Let's see. Can I just roll like a firebolt? We'll just that would be cool. If you let me.
You
with headphones, so I'll just roll
you
it.
have to visually show it as Elijah in order for Scott to allow that.
And I'm gonna add 1d20 to that. Okay, so that's a fucking 17. What the hell? I rolled 2d20. I got a 17. I added them together.
I mean, that does sound like you.
Hey, friend.
That was mean. I'll buy you small amounts of cocaine in Oregon.
Thank you, homie.
It's totally a waste of a 20, but you know.
It doesn't matter. We're waiting on you now, Scott. We're just
Listen,
trying to fill the
I've
dead air
been
of your
waiting for
stream.
you to. You guys were having a conversation, and then you literally just got quiet and never talked.
It's
Would
wild
you say
that
he
all this-
ghosted?
Josh, you're like trying to get
We're gonna
yourself
get
kicked out of the call now.
we're gonna get zero stuff done in this crossover. Well, the crossover's gonna have to keep going for the next 3 weeks.
Look, we're just playing together now 2 nights a week. That's what's happening for the rest of time because we're gonna
just so we can get one thing. You remember, hey, chat, remember how you were like, oh, look how competent things get done when Kingmaker's not the one doing it. Wrong.
Regicide Keeper? Just saying. Wait, what?
It's Chrysalin. Chrysalin
No.
keeps things on track.
It's thrown aside.
every time.
It's
Thrown aside.
Regiwoo.
Thrown aside does work better.
We just hate chairs.
But Regiwoo
Just
is
attack
correct.
chairs.
Regiwoo.
No, we're thrown aside because Scott's tired of our bullshit. Is really what it is for.
So, at any rate, we were in the middle of a conversation. Someone asked why Elijah didn't talk.
That was Ophios.
Oh
It
yeah.
was Ophios.
Okay, yeah. Elijah.
Shut up, idiot! And I push him down.
It's rude.
I just don't. wanna
Ophios
talk to
starts
Ophios.
crying and goes,
I turn you
"Mommy!"
in. Now look what you did.
He's not my son. He'll never be my son.
You're a horrible father.
I want to go back to an egg.
I didn't ask to be hatched.
Did you? Wow, you really made Arena Command. Are you serious?
That's old. I'm just
How
typing.
old is that?
I'm just typing in old commands while I'm waiting for
Yikes.
Messi to
We're
start
just
RPing.
hey, we're trying to. Oh, I'm not gonna respond to Ophios, so we can just move on.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
You just ignore him?
Yeah.
It's gonna be an entire session of Messi doing 0 RP.
I mean, I was kind of curious why you didn't say anything, but okay.
My mic was
I'm
unplugged. guys.
attacking Yondis
That's it.
It's not Yondis.
or Elijah.
That's it.
Hey guys, I'm not dead.
Hey guys, it's cool.
It's a ghost! It's a ghost!
What an Ophios move, dude.
Elijah instantly dies. He fails all his death saves and game over.
I can't
Okay, we can
believe I
we can
rolled
skip
that
past this
much damage
conversation
on
now. We
one
can
roll.
just.
All right, fine.
Go.
We're going to sleep, I guess. No
Yeah.
RP.
Okay.
Why?
There you go.
Why is my damage so high?
It was like last week. Sorry, last night's session. Messi was like, "It's time for me to role play." No,
No.
go fish.
No, I didn't say
How
that
much-
exactly.
Dude,
did say go
Ophios
fish.
does more damage than my
Not in
barbarian.
If your barbarian doesn't fucking die. That's the whole point of him.
Yeah, warlocks are glass cannons. They're well, they're supposed to be, which are ridiculous AC.
So,
11.
you guys are making your way downtown, walking fast.
I'm
faces
leaving.
past. You're tent bound. You go to sleep in the morning. You go to sleep at night. You get food. They clean up your armor and stuff like that. You wake up super early, so you can get back on your horses and ride the rest of the way. Wow, I can't believe we just took an hour just to say you arrived to the others. You finally met up. We just spent an entire hour to do that. You meet up with the others, and you are standing. Oh God, I have to get to work so early tomorrow too. You guys have meet up with the others. They've already woken up in the morning. They have a plan. They talked about it as they had their own camp that night. And then in the morning, as they're breaking down their camp, just the 3 of them, you guys are riding in on your horses. I don't know who's the most perceptive of the 3 of you, but let's just assume it's Oscar. Sees 3 horses riding up. 3, because Chris Ellen wasn't gonna go. There's ghosts there. I might die. No,
Fair enough.
I never miss.
Oscar. Well, I mean, Oscar will look at 3 riders coming up and just turn to Mog and say, "Are you expecting more backup?"
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, Oscar's grabbing his weapons and just standing. Like he's not threatening necessarily, but just kind of preparing.
What does Laszlo do?
He'll just have his wand like in his pocket, like holding it in his hand. Like if he has to pull it out really quick, he can. But he's gonna hold on to his wand.
Wands in
You
my pocket,
two, are you
wands
kidding
in my
me?
pocket,
Get it
wands in my
together.
pocket.
Because of him.
Oh my god.
All right.
Is there a
So
wand in your pocket, or
Yeah,
I was
wanted
so like
bucket or
serious.
just,
I was like, okay, yes, all right. And I look
really-
over and see
it
them
really is a
busting
wand.
up. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It really is a
Hair
wand.
just in
Uh-huh,
general. It
a
is
wand.
I
really
started.
fun,
It was
Right.
Messi's fault because I was like, okay, that's kind of dirty, and then
Oh,
Messi
Josh,
started
don't
laughing.
shoot
I
with
go,
your
God
magic."
damn it.
magic from your
No.
pocket wand?
I'm assuming as you approach.
You could say it's a morning wand.
Who's in the lead as you approach?
Hardwood.
I imagine Rena.
Elijah.
Well, that's true.
Because
Elijah is just
he could
standing on his
RP.
horse still. Probably.
Okay, yeah, Elijah's riding forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rena's not hungover anymore, but you know, she knows.
Rena's talking with Ophius.
She's moody.
Uh,
For Natty 1.
how different does Elijah look compared to when he was?
He's
tw-
44, dude.
He's old now.
He's old.
But like, how different?
He's got a
like
beard and
older than
stuff.
You got a
Scott.
beard. You got to show us.
You don't have to show us. You
I
don't.
don't have to show
You really don't.
Oh, I'm
I've
so.
been-
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, Scott and I are only like 7 years away from
I
that
was
age,
born in the
so
1950s.
Years away
Oh.
from 44. Thank you.
it's not 10 years. You're 35.
I was born in the 76.
9 years.
All right. Well,
I'm just
if,
gonna wait.
if Elijah is Elijah actually leading the way?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you would see Oscar. Oscar looks pretty much the same, just beard now compared to
What
when you
does
saw him
Oscar
last.
look like? We have never
So-
seen you before.
Well, you haven't. Oscar's just over 6 feet tall, muscly guy, pretty standard
Oh, fucking
soldier
tall.
look. Wearing currently leather armor. He's got a shield out right now and a spear out right now. He's got chin length hair, but it's done up in a loose knot, and a full beard with a strike of gray alongside. As you get closer, you'll see a whole shit ton of scars on him, just all over his skin, pretty much everywhere. Main one that kind of stands out is the one that's glowing on his neck. Yeah.
hmm
Ah, small ironclad boy. Ophius is 6'6".
Yeah.
What
I'm 6'1", 6'2", still not short, but
Everyone's taller than Scott here. So you'll see a 5'2" gnome
That's a
with
tall
jet
gnome.
black eyes. His eyes are jet black. He has very tan skin, very wrinkled, like he spent a lot of time in the elements. That's creepy as fuck. They got me. Anyways, his hands are all scarred up. Different combinations of electricity, looking like wounds and burns marks, like his skin's melted. He's very thin. He doesn't take care of himself very well at all. His eyes are sunken, and his hair is like in cornrows, like braided back.
You're 5'2" and you're a gnome?
It seems like a tall gnome.
No, 2'10".
he was joking when he said 5'2".
2'10".
Oh.
Sorry. No, I
Oh.
honestly said the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
Oh.
He was thinking of a different
We were
character.
like,
but
He was
Whoa.
thinking of his own height.
I was thinking of Scott. Sorry.
No, he's 2'10".
2'10". All right, so he's
Sorry.
like 3 feet tall.
I'm sorry.
Are you sure we see him?
Nessie's twin?
That's a third of my dude's height.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably standing pretty close to Oscar as well, so he actually might not be that.
The
big.
height difference is
Yeah,
like.
you probably. He actually doesn't. He doesn't stand out.
He doesn't
So-
stand out. You actually might not notice him originally, to be fair. Oscar would kind of shout out and just say, "Yes, can we help you?"
Are you the friends of Chryselin we were told to meet?
He literally just said, "You see Oscar," like you know who he is, and that's what you
Well,
say.
Yeah, he's clearly playing this close to the chest, but Oscar would respond, "Yes, what do you know about Chryselin? Is she all right?"
so in my mind, we were still approaching, and when you're on a horse, it's kind of hard to make out the finer details in a person's
I
fate.
would agree.
Oh, you're
with
getting old. Your
Nessie's
eyesight's
assessment.
going. I get it.
Well,
I would
no.
agree.
I'm
I'm
Messie's
shouting at, like-
also standing.
Well, yeah,
He is standing on
yeah.
I would agree with his
forgot.
assessment.
It is-
I
it
would
is
think
hard, for sure.
approaching is a further distance than being like.
Like Oscar's literally
Yeah.
shouting at them from like 30, 40 feet away.
It's
presumably.
also been 11 years or something.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, so,
Okay, so we get closer then.
yeah, so he won't respond to whatever you said because I forgot what you said, and he'll hop off his horse and approach you on foot, and he'll stop like as soon as he makes eye contact with you.
Elijah?
Oscar?
Well, I thought you were dead, so this is news.
It's been 11 years or 12 years or
You got old.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to you? Oscar's gonna put the spear down and actually just walk up to you and like clasp you on the shoulder and say, "It's good to see you. How have you been?"
Yeah, he'd pull you in and give you a
Yeah.
pat on the back and giggle to not giggle. He'd like
Well,
chuckle
Yeah.
and be like, he'd giggle like a schoolgirl because he's in love with you. No.
Oh, you know. How could you not be?
He'd
He's tall.
how could you?
Sorry.
I love the scars. Are those real? Oh my god.
Why is
your
that
abs.
one glowing? So cool.
He'd say, oh, thanks for the raid. He'd say, time has not been kind to me, but you look great.
Thank you. Little worse for wear. He's gonna kind of motion into the scars. He's just gonna. It's been 11 years. I wrote, and they wrote back telling me you were no longer able to be reached. I
Yeah,
kind of assumed that meant you were dead.
they would have probably told you if I died. But yes, I understand.
I mean, you know how those mages are.
Right.
Pricks.
Well, you
some
look
of them.
like you've seen your fair share of combat. It seems we've both been having the adventuring lifestyle for at least a little while.
Seems
You
like
a bit longer.
Who are your friends?
Sure. This is Rena. Started a little rebellion in Momley. You might have heard of her. And this is Ophios, her friend. Her friend.
Oh yeah, just my friend. She'll look at Elijah. She'll walk over to Oscar and extend a hand.
Oscar will take it immediately. It's regular, firm grasp handshake.
And who's this little guy? Hi.
I wouldn't do. This is Laszlo, and this is Mog.
Well met.
I don't see Laszlo.
Laszlo is right here, and Oscar will kind of motion down.
Pick him up and hold him up.
Oh shit, he can.
Please put me down. This is rather rude.
I expected your voice to be more high pitched.
Ophios can't just say that.
No,
can
he can.
think
He
it.
obviously can. No, that's not right. Yes. Are you here to help? Why have you come? Is Chrysalin okay? Is Leon need help?
Chrysalin is well. And Leon is fine. We're actually here on another matter.
Oh,
Rayron's brother
Yeah.
seems to be well.
He has something
seems
of
to-
ours.
Yeah.
oh, he's, I assume, back in a Malta by now.
Yes, he didn't have much time left, he said.
So we can't precisely help you with that. However, if he has something of yours, he's not exactly the type, I don't think, to steal things. So I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding.
We will be heading back to Amoltas rather soon. If you want, we could travel together. It seems, and I'll look to Elijah, your garb says that you're a mage from the wall, I believe.
Yes, I am a Mistral.
Sorry, I've never actually been to the wall.
It's
Terrible place. Yeah,
Terrible.
don't want to be there.
Although the sledding, Oscar.
Sledding is good, admittedly. Surprised you remember.
I don't remember much. I remember getting to the bottom.
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, the bottom of the cliff there.
Right. Yeah.
That we
yes,
fell
that's
off
what I
of.
meant. Yes.
Yeah, after. Do you remember the horse at all?
I remember getting yelled at about a cockatrice.
There was a bird thing.
Did we kill
Yeah.
something?
We did kill something, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
Yeah.
explains it.
It was a magical bird thing.
God, that feels so long ago.
That was a long time ago.
I imagine there's some stories about how you know each other's.
To be honest with you, I'm not sure that either of us could tell you many of them. It's a Maltese whiskey is It's a wonderful thing.
I do miss
No,
it.
it's
so
not.
you lost your memories too.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Elijah, when was the last time you had a Maltese whiskey?
Since I left, it's been almost a year now, maybe? Question mark. I don't actually remember time.
Oscar pulls out a small hogshead cask and just tosses
No
it to
way.
you. It's about half full. It's early. I wouldn't have too
Oh.
much.
It farted.
Perhaps we don't indulge in things before dealing with things. Yes.
It's probably best if we use that as a celebration later.
Yes,
What?
and
But-
we have to go see the Lady Vigil.
That was great.
Lady
but-
vigils.
Yeah,
You
what
can have
is
that.
what are you doing out here?
Spectres. We're helping with Vigil's specter problem. Laszlo, you can probably explain this better than I can, but the short of it is there are specters in the city. They need to not be in the city anymore. We're helping with that.
Yes, there are undead bound to a certain item in the city. We have to unbind them.
Seems to keep happening.
What do you
This
mean?
is my first run-in with the undead.
Happens when they unbinds.
Poop comes out.
Who said that?
Mog, come on now, be serious.
There's multiple things that could happen. If we screw up, they'll be free and roam the land, causing destruction. If everything works correctly, the way myself and Mr. Mog here have planned it out, they'll be bound to their people, and they'll be tied to them until those people die, and then they'll be able to move on.
No,
Are you
that's
sure
if-
that's on?
well,
Tied to their peoples.
Well,
Are they dead souls?
specters are usually spirits that haven't moved on, souls of some sort.
So what would they be bound to?
All right,
people-wise?
I've given you an opportunity to have your little catch up, but as of right now, we are burning daylight.
we do need to go.
Yes.
It was good to watch y'all talk as I could find out the idiot of the bunch. I can't make all y'all not able to be noticed. One stand behind, and it's him. He says, pointing at Elijah, enjoy your drink. And grabs up his bag and turns and starts walking towards the broken wall of the city.
We need to go talk to the Lady Vigil first, do we not?
Guess where she is?
Oh, fuck.
Okay. All right. It would be nice to have a mage, though. Weapons don't normally hurt these things. And I look to Rena, who obviously is a fighter.
She'll nod to you.
And,
Okay, so-
he looks back and says, you can decide. But if he's a mage, don't you think he might be a good distraction out here?
I mean, it's your choice in the end. I'll look to Elijah. What do you think? You think you would rather draw attention to yourself out here?
Okay.
So last time,
Rock by
I took
rock,
you
rebuilding the wall.
Elijah, last time I took you somewhere, you almost died. So
That happens.
yeah.
Besides, we
What?
don't need no geriatrics slowing us down.
Oh, he's right. I am older than you now, Oscar.
I mean,
I have
Monster.
questions about that. I have a lot of questions about that. I will.
I'll answer all your questions when you return. But for now, I'll just sit here and cause a distraction.
There's only half a cask there. You can't do too much damage.
And then he cups his hand around the bottom, and when he takes his hand away, there's like ice around the bottom, so it's like completely chilled. See you
That would be
later.
useful. That would be very useful. Laszlo says.
Well,
All right.
Rena,
Scott.
Ophios, nice to meet you.
Otto makes a great point. Elijah's song would definitely be, we don't need no education.
What? No, he's a smart guy. Don't be like that. That would
He's
be
only
honest.
a 22.
I'm just another Floridian.
Well, sure. That's something, I guess.
That wouldn't be Elijah. Wait, Malta's the floor. Are we the Florida campaign?
No. That's Valorant.
It's actually what is it? Bast? There's actually a region in the bottom right-hand corner of the map where it's a peninsula.
Oh, okay.
So Scott, does my eye see anything with 16?
What are you looking for, baby?
Looking at me.
I have natural resistance to illusion.
What illusion are you looking at?
Ophios?
Oh! Orpheus! Orpheus. Sorry, so you can actually see, the shimmer, the sparkle, and the pop that shows that he is wearing an illusion. You can't see through it, but you know there's clearly an illusion. Cover him from the shoulders up.
Okay. All right, yeah. If I just see an illusion, that doesn't seem.
That's no big
Or
deal.
specifically from here to here.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but that's not something I would call out right off the bat.
I mean, that's the type of thing where like someone might have had like a really tragic accident as a kid. They might not have half their jaw. He does have a bit of a lisp.
Yeah,
so, like,
maybe he's missing like a whole.
Like
That
we're not
happened
gonna
in a
like.
campaign of mine.
This is my point. Like you wouldn't immediately make the judgment. Oh, snake person. You'd make the judgment. Oh, he's like, he's got something going on. Leave him
Yeah.
be.
I mean, I would say something like before we walk off in there and go. I'll look at Ophios and Rena and I'll go. It's none of my business. But if you have secrets, and I'll look to Ophios, that might impact our mission. It would be important to tell us.
Something I think would affect the mission.
Okay. And I'll turn in.
If you do run into trouble, just shout. I'll probably hear you.
I can yell pretty loud.
I know.
Yep.
That one night in the tent.
Unless you tell them to Ophios. And
Whole town came and peeked.
Okay, so you guys start walking over towards the city again. As you do so, Mog ends up once again casting a spell, doing his ritual, whatever it is, to make it so that all of you are going to be not able to be seen as easily. But he looks to the two of you that weren't with him before, to Ophios and to Rena, and says, "Two of you, you look like you know how to fight.
yes.
Good. That means you've had your ass kicked a couple of times."
What? I didn't hear you.
Ovio says no because he doesn't remember.
She'll say more than a couple.
Yes.
He nods and says, "Good. Then the most important thing to know is that you ain't gonna win this fight. So you be prepared to run. If shit goes sideways, you bring that shit with you and you run. The most important thing is that the three of us get our job done. Now that crippled old man back there was no way he was gonna do nothing. So,
I can still hear you. I'm very observant.
He's stronger than you think he is.
Not about strength though. It's about speed.
It's not just about speed, it's also about ego. That does not look like someone who is just going to run in the middle of a fight that he thinks he might win."
You don't know him like I do.
I actually probably could have told you that he would definitely have run.
He looks back and goes, "Oh."
In fact, I think he
Shakes
could be
his head.
rather useful in this fight.
He
Ew.
says, "You want to sit out?"
Not necessarily.
It only
Trust-
works on 5 of us.
Rena, Ophios, I'm sure you know Elijah quite well, but I'm also quite certain that he's happy to sit out on this one. I just gave him something he hasn't seen in a year that he likes very much.
Ovio shrugs again.
Fine, we'll go on. And don't worry about us. He and I can get out if we need to. Nodding to Ophios.
Most important thing you need to realize is it's not exactly like they can't still see you. Some of them can. Now, fortunately, it's bright out, so they ain't too dangerous right now. But should a curse befall us, there might be a cloud or something, and then we all die.
I hate you so much.
Everyone
Why'd
but
you-
me.
I understand, Mog. Let's get on with it.
Nods and turns and starts walking back into the city drawing his axe.
Moggs, what's with yours voice?
I ain't from around here. I'm from where they make real men and real women.
Yeah, you've said that a few times now.
For science experiments?
What's science?
Oh, it's never mind.
And then you start heading out to into the city. I need all y'all to roll me your stealth checks, please. Except for you, Messi. Not you. Don't click it.
I'm gonna luck that.
Hey, I have a nice little thing where I can give myself advantage. I'm
Jesus,
just gonna go ahead and
Doxy.
do that.
Josh is getting all the good rolls tonight because
Scott,
That's
I
not
used
good.
that inspiration I
Not good.
had, or the Winifred's wisdom for this. So
Okay.
For like 7 sessions ago.
yeah,
Josh still
I'll
rolled
take it.
better. Josh still rolled better.
not a court. But do we have the crit?
I mean, he
success?
crit. He crit.
he crit. That's very good.
You got 6 stunt points.
That's true. That is also
Yeah,
a crit. To be
but
fair.
he still like got the max he could get. That's better than the max I could get.
Triple sixes don't mean shit. Just means 6 stunt points and a success.
That's not true. That's called the dragon stunt.
That's a
That's
lie.
true.
It's supposed to be like an epic thing.
It is
If
supposed to
you
be.
get it.
We've never seen it once.
We have never seen
We-
it, but that's okay.
Have we? I thought we saw
No,
it.
we've come close.
Never
we've had
even
two
seen all
sixes.
3s.
But yeah, we haven't seen 3 6s.
We've seen two twos and
I had-
2 1s and a 2 and 2 6s and something else.
I had 2 6s and a 5 on a stamina check early on.
Yeah. Never seen all 6s.
Either
Never
way,
seen all 1s.
Ophios is very stealthy,
Mhm.
but probably less stealthy than a tiny gnome, considering his size.
Aw.
Laszlo is a fucking ghost, man. Like,
Ophios,
not
Ophios
purposely,
is
just
6'6",
hides.
but normally when he walks, he's got this like he's kind of snake-like, so it's like he's really closer to your height. Will.
Yeah, okay.
You guys make your way back to the monolith, the pillar, where you have all your stuff set up from the day beforehand. And you kind of just have to start going over it and looking at all the details that you need to. You could, of course, cast your spell to give you your arcane sight, but you didn't lose any of the knowledge or understanding that you had from yesterday. So that still maintains no additional checks needed to catch up to where you were, right, Josh? So anyways, you do that, and what are the other two of you doing? Rena first, what are you doing? They walk up to a monolith, like a memorial or monolith in the middle of a graveyard in the center of a city that's filled with a whole bunch of incorporeal undead in front of a large
That we can see
temple.
or no?
A large temple to Lady Aravel Dark Eyes.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Oh
where?
fuck! Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Lady Vigil, that's fine. She could be summoned to you. That's fine. You can call her. Thanks, Joey.
Confused.
What do you do, Rena?
Well, seeing that they're just looking through like stuff they're just going through stuff. She's just gonna keep watch. Essentially, she'll looking back to them, but she's mostly looking out for the creatures or ghosts or whatever that are around them and keeping an eye on Ophios.
Question, Rena, do you wear the chest?
Do I have
He
it?
has her armor with the dark eyes symbol.
No, the chest that you have. Do you wear
Like the
it?
breastplate you're talking about?
No, the necklace with the emblem of the chest that you can summon the god chest.
I don't have that.
Oh, you do have the chest.
I thought
It's
you
in the
did.
bag.
It's
It's in the
not.
bag.
It's not.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
It's not something I wear.
That would be
it's not
something
in-
Oscar and I would recognize.
It wouldn't be in the
Oh,
bag
you wouldn't
holding.
see it.
It's not in the bag, Rena. It's in your pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, because we said don't put it in the bag. Yeah, no, she's got it with her, but she's not it's not visible. Like
Okay,
you wouldn't see
okay.
it.
Anyways, Ophios, what are you doing?
I'm doing this.
You detect magic, and can you roll me one of those special checks?
My Loper knowledge one.
Mm-hmm.
This is when I wanted that 20. Fuck.
Well, you use your advantage on nothing. On nothing.
Well, I thought it was important to be stealthy. I also thought because it had been sitting there for 2 episodes, I needed to use it.
Sorry,
Mog,
I didn't make.
how
coffee
late
today.
were you up last night?
I was beaten.
I don't
I want
need
to
to know
reroll. I hate it.
Takes a long time when you get
Rolled a
old.
3 and then a
Stop
1 on
blowing
luck die.
dust. You're just sitting there like, oh,
Can I roll a perception?
you want to hear me beaten?
No, I'm not talking to you, Mog. I'm talking to God.
Oh,
I imagine.
Yeah. Okay.
yes, Rita.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
You may roll.
God, I imagine it's also fitting that he doesn't necessarily roll well here
Oh, what? Never mind.
because he literally
Forget.
he doesn't have his memories. He doesn't have his full understanding and knowledge that he had gained from all the time before.
Oh yeah, no, I understood. So anyways,
She's
will
too distracted by
you cast detect magic and you look at the pillar thingy that I discussed beforehand, and you notice that there's a strange magic, strange familiar magic on it that you can see, that you can sense. You wish you could remember what it was. You know what it is. What is it? You know, but you can't remember.
How does his magic look? Is it like Arcane Congress magic?
Who?
Ophios.
I just cast detect magic.
Yeah.
I don't.
He's
know
asking
if
how you cast your spell, what your incantation's like. It's different.
Yeah, it's very different.
It does not. Actually, yeah, you see him cast like the spell or whatever.
Yeah,
it
I would
is,
see him doing a
but
ritual. I may not know.
It's different.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. What do you do with your information there, Ophios?
Which ones of yous is good at magics?
That would be me.
Do you see this?
Yes, I see all the strands. I see the intricate
No,
carvings.
this, and he points to an area that maybe you don't see around the. Is it an obelisk, Scott?
Yeah, like a yeah.
It's around the obelisk.
What? I mean, I see the magics. What about it?
You don't see this magics.
Where he's gesturing towards, you know, there's magic all over this thing, but
Mm-hmm.
like I said, there's different layers, and there's something else that you don't quite understand. With your obnoxiously high roll before, you actually, what he's gesturing towards, he's actually gesturing towards the area where you're like, that's where I'd seen something before. We didn't know what it was, and it didn't seem very strong, but you had noticed something there.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, there's something there, but it's being overpowered by the. And I'll gesture towards the obelisk. This is drawing my attention.
No.
Is there something you see?
This is importance. I can't remember whys, hows, but this is importance. Various importance. Something's different than maybe what's you understands.
Rena would turn to you and say, Snaga?
The name doesn't ring a bell, but it brings a warmth to your heart.
What's Snagas? Knows. Something's I've maybe studied.
Loper?
You studied it?
I mean, I studied them, not
I get
their
it.
magic.
It's good to
but
study.
Yeah.
Grab the occasional book or whatever you need.
Does anything happen when Rena says Loper?
I mean, no.
No, as far as like jog my memory.
I mean, you know the word. You know that's what you hunt, but details are kind of still lacking at the moment because your Loper knowledge roll was terrible.
Yep, I rolled a 3.
Do I know this Naga with the 17 in cultural lore? Or would it be historical?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. Snaga the Abusive.
Are you speaking about the deity, Snaga the Abusive? What does that have to do with here?
He shrugs. And he's like, Ophios just is like, I can't place it. I can't remember. Its importance. That's
Can
all
I
know.
focus on this spot? Can I do the my version of detect magic? on this spot?
No, you don't see anything more than what I said last time.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe we should ask the Lady Vigil about it. Maybe there's something here. Maybe something's underground here that's drawing your attention. That's hidden away.
You also heard Rena say Loper, by the way, in case you forgot that.
Would I know about the Lopers of the East? In the Daylands?
That's you definitely would have heard about them because they came out. They came when you were 170 or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like Lopers, the people that live over in the Daylands. Yeah. What do they have to do with here?
That's a question that's for Rena because Ophios can't. You can tell he is frustrated and confused.
I'm not sure if they're.
He's literally
far
hitting
out.
himself in the head.
Ophios, maybe
Softly.
don't do that.
Just trying to
Just
gather
softly,
more
like.
information.
Okay. Well, let's speak to the Lady Vigil and we'll ask her about this spot. Maybe there's something that she would know.
Laszlo, you said this thing was bound and you didn't think it would move.
Yes, the obelisk, or the monolith, can't be moved.
That's a pretty good thing to anchor any kinds of magic to. There's probably multiple things here.
Yes, but that's a different deity altogether, Oscar.
Look, I'm not going to pretend to know anything about any of the deities. But what I will say is there's one path forward here. We got to go talk to Lady Vigil.
Agreed.
Best not to waste time then.
Agreed.
Lead the way.
Mog?
It's pretty easy. You just gotta call her. And he places a hand on the monolith and says, Vigil, come here. And a minute or so later, like it's one of those like,
How long is this supposed to take? Oh, is that somebody?
you see a woman walking. Once again, she doesn't have anything below the knees, right? As she walks in a weird glide-like fashion across the grounds to come over and stand where you guys are. She's a sad, kind of dead look to her. And she stands wearing her incredibly beautiful, armor, on her. And, so she stands there looking at the group of you after she arrives. And she says, yes, Vigil, we gotta, it's a little bit difficult for me to, I'm gonna let this one do the talking. He says and gestures over to Josh.
Yes, NPC as Josh.
Hi guys.
Hey everybody. Laszlo will just explain what the plan is with the ritual, what they talked about the night before, so we don't have to waste time rehashing on the same stuff. To her, and then he'll also at the end he'll go. Also, my companion here, and gesture to Ophios, has noticed that in this general direction there seems to be magics from a deity, from a deity abusive Snaga, in this area, and I wonder.
I did not say that. It's. I don't know. It's something.
Are they abusive?
Yes. Does this area have anything that is noteworthy that can either aid us or hamper us?
I don't know what you're talking about. This is the place where I do my ritual, where I would choose to sacrifice myself if I want to call upon the guardians to protect my people and my home.
I'll look to Oscar and go, that's probably the curse. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what you did.
I did. I took the sword and I plunged it. I said the words, the prayer to Lady Aravel. And they rose. And I fell. And now I rise with them to defend Vigil.
Do you think you could tell me the ritual? It might help us decipher how to unbind the original magics here.
It is secret to my faith. It is known only to the Vigil and to the High Priest, who will teach it to the next Vigil.
What's the Vigils?
The leader of the Vigilites.
What are Vigilites?
The people of Vigil.
Oh.
Do you think that your people or your former people would be willing to take on the burden of these spirits being bound to them for their lives?
I don't know what that means.
Means that.
Look, the spirits are bound to this object. Instead, we want to unbind them and bind them to your people, to protect your people and not a location.
Are you looking to put my people in danger?
No, they shouldn't endanger. I looked to Mog. They shouldn't endanger them at all. Correct?
No, but she's all bound up herself, being a fucking worshiper of Lady Aravel. Got it all wrong, get all chained up.
Oh, right. Frogar and yes. No. Conflicting deities. I'll just say to you.
Loper just kind of nods at that, kind of confused.
No, it shouldn't hurt them at all. If anything, it would probably offer them a sense of protection, aid.
And what of my people who rise with me now? What of them?
Mog, would they be bound, like contained with these people in the mortals, or will they be free?
Not exactly. It'd be something a little bit different. They're bound to them. They become one with them. That way, when one dies, they can move on together. To escape this world together.
I looked at Vigil. Is that good enough answer to you?
I do not know what that means. What I know is that we're here, and we cannot go anywhere else.
It will let you move on.
She's not exactly, he kind of like leans over and gives like a, Irish whisper, right? She's not exactly, someone who knows things about things, if you know what I'm saying. She's good with the sword, not with the brain.
Did the priest die?
She kind of gives you like a dead look, not seeming to know the answer.
I looked to Mog. Did the high priest die here as well?
No, he just lost an arm.
Damn it. I'm gonna try and do something. You might be able to see an old friend. And I'm gonna call forth from the beyond the veil.
Beyond the veil.
A former high priest of Vigil.
You can try.
I will try.
Roll the dice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just a 19.
Something different happens.
Yeah.
As you shift your gaze to speaking with her, she shifts the way she looks to you. I've described her to you before, wispy-ish, solidish, wispy-ish, wispy down below, nothing beneath the knees. She becomes solid, like she's there in front of you. Like you can see her as she's completely there in front of you. Like the specters that you dealt with before, which are also wispy. As you looked at this specter in front of you, she doesn't look like a specter, with the color washed out and translucent and all that. She looks like a woman standing before you, clad in armor, so on and so forth. Completely shifts. She's standing immediately before you.
I looked at Oscar. Do you see this? Did she change to you?
No, no, I don't. She's
same. Okay, something weird happened. Lady Vigil, are you fully here now?
I've always been here.
Okay. Your people, they're trapped here. They're bound to this thing. We want
As
to
they've sworn to do, yes.
Yes. I want to transfer these bindings to your people so that they can protect your people. And then when they pass, so can the ones that are bound.
Then how will Vigil be protected?
I look around in the ruins and I go, right now, Vigil can't even be used. Vigil can't be rebuilt until this happens.
God, just out of curiosity, for Vigil, they seem to be pretty location focused, generally speaking, but is it also a person focused city, or is it like...
So what you picked up, roll me a cultural lore real quick.
Just intelligence for me, but that's a terrible roll,
Looked at
so I have no
Rena
idea.
at all. That's
Unfortunately, you know that there's that same friggin' word is used over and over and over again, but I mean, it's hard to tell. One of the things that does strike you as very obvious is that, honestly, if you weren't told that they were a nation called Vigil, you would think that they are paramilitary.
Right.
Like they strike you as paramilitary in every way. And to be clear about something else for the two of you that are here listening, the three of you that are here listening to this RP is doing right now, as you responded saying, I've always been here, or whatever it was. You guys here, I've always been here. But Josh doesn't. You know, it's kind of like you hear that like delayed, sad, blah, blah. Okay. So yeah, you get no additional information just off of what you can extrapolate on yourself there, William.
Okay. Then in that case, Oscar's still going to take a risk with it and just kind of butt in and say, well, what is Vigil without the Vigilites? This is a form of more direct protection for those people so that they can actually come back and rebuild this place.
She says, again, from Josh's perspective, Vigil is our home. Vigil is where we lay down our heads, where we rest. It's where we raise our children. It's what we defend. It's what we live. It's what we love. We are Vigilites. I am the Vigil. This is Vigil. And of course you hear something along the lines of, Vigil is our home. It's where we will be. Like literally like quick and softer like that, yeah.
Right. Oscar just shrugs and looks at Laszlo.
But you can't recreate Vigil until we do this. Right now there's nothing and I gesture around. Can you see what this place looks like now?
She looks about and says, it was a hard battle. We fought it and we won.
Yes, your people won, but the city lost.
We didn't lose because of this. We lost because of something else.
What I'm trying to say is that the city is... Yeah?
What does... Do I hear this at all?
Mm-hmm. You hear everything. Just again, that whispered version, but yes, you hear everything. As does Rena.
Something's else. Something's Paradels?
She says, again, changes your perspective the way you hear it. No, something made the dead rise. There were so many corpses outside the walls. They all stood, and then beneath the city, they rose. I rose. There was confusion. and more death.
The Deads fights the Deads?
The dead killed the living.
I look to Oscar, and I'll say, Oscar, it seems like a military.
It
We
is.
need a military.
Well, chat, just, the dead rose from beneath the specters, not like zombies. Just to be clear. Go ahead.
Zambi.
Go
So the
ahead, Josh.
specters killed the people which created them into specters.
Yeah. But go ahead.
Laszlo, that is way more complicated. That is far more complicated.
You're
And-
not exactly cueing me in on what you boys talking about.
We're starting a rebellion.
You're starting a what now?
Oh,
We're
about
starting-
time she swipes the drool off her face. She's been staring at my ass since I started talking.
Are you blind?
Probably.
He is
Seems
getting a
like-
little older.
Nope.
So,
Get out
Trust
of
me,
here.
you're not his type.
Not even looking at you, Mog. Jeez.
to be
God,
The
clear,
Mog.
obelisk. Jeez.
to be
You're not
clear,
looking at the temple to your Lady Aravel?
She's thinking about it. That's a side conversation.
to be clear, what we're doing is we are trying to help people free themselves. And
I
we
can't
kind of
talk.
need an army to do that. You're not wrong.
Where exactly?
Slaves.
Starting?
Have you ever heard of Yovants?
Yes.
You know what the
We're
people
trying
do
to-
there?
Yeah.
There's a few that eat well. There's a few that live well. There are very few who do. And they own people. We're not
Right.
exactly good with that, despite the fact that Amalta and Yovants are allies currently.
Your intentions are noble, but it will fail.
They almost always do, but that doesn't mean they're not worth trying.
Who exact? So everybody else can hear this. Josh, again, you hear it differently. Who are you fighting?
Yovants and maybe Peridot in the future.
Yovance is the slave state.
Yes, the horrible people.
I remember stories about Yovance from Josh's perspective. Like, who are you fighting? Yovance, blah, blah, blah. She'd be like, they need to die.
They do. We're trying to create a free state, backed by Malta.
Yeah, interjects.
Yes.
Would they be willing, as they are, if released, to go to Yavance and attacks if we protect here's?
I was assuming that I was gonna offer them a home, if they'd be willing to. I don't know how we'd get them there. I know, Oscar.
That's a problem, but it's something we can work on.
Seems like all that needs to happen is removes where there's bounds, and they be frees to do such things. If, of course,
How many
these
souls can be
beings-
bound to one person?
Mog says, generally speaking, you're only doing one. I have heard a rumor, a story, when I was a boy. When I first heard about these rituals that I didn't think were real. I heard a story that one chieftain, some time ago, he bound 3 to his 1. The amount of power that he had, the strength that he had, he rode such a horde for so long that he made a new nation.
Laszlo.
Kajinxi. Are you speaking of Kajinxi?
Yeah. I don't know if it's true, but it's a rumor.
How much life energy did I contain? How much can I contain? Do you know?
I mean, the same as anybody else. I would assume if any chieftain of any, I'll look Mog up and down, of any place can do it, you could.
Well, we need a lot of people who can do what Kajinxi could do if we were going to move it
If my
like that.
people are being bound to anyone, they need to be bound to my people.
Fair enough.
I agree. But you see how this can help them. It will make them stronger. They could come and they could make a new vigil. They can continue your tradition and do the work of Lady Aravel. Lady Aravel is all about not restraining others and not judging, right?
Hey, we didn't have a name for the in-between lands yet.
Not yet.
Laszlo, just spitballing here, but what if we called that place Vigil?
I'm fine with it. We also heard about that Cadis fellow, and I'm sure as a Perrin, he probably follows Lady Aravel.
So you know Cadis.
No.
We've been told we need to meet with him.
He would make a great leader. He's a good man.
He is.
Well, that was dripping. That.
We might need to talk.
Yeah, I think we need to have a conversation at some point.
Different time.
Yes.
Yeah,
We'll do
as we
that.
look around as there's specters just floating
Lady
around.
Arabelle, huh? Side
What?
note, Scott, I meant to ask you about this sooner, but do I get any sort of feeling or connection or anything off of Lady Arabelle here?
I mean, you looking at the temple, it's large, it's gorgeous. You haven't seen a temple like this ever in your life to Lady Aravel. So honestly, you're drawn to it, but clearly there's more important matters at hand. Like, you know, if you walk over there, you might be devoured by a bunch of undead things that just kill you instantly.
It's very true.
What happens if we just destroys this things?
We won't be able to.
Are you
It's-
sure?
It's protected. It can't be moved. And if we were successful, the bindings that are here would be broken and they would be free. They would be no longer bound to anything and just roam.
Is that a bad thing?
Yes.
Oh,
They may not be trapped, but they will cause many people harm. As far as I know, and I'll look to Mog, they're not really operating like the Lady Vigil is here. These things aren't thinking. They're just acting.
is there ways to restore their memories? Ophios looks hopeful.
Well, yes, I do know magics that restore memories, but I don't know about for a specter, for something incorporeal.
I do not forget anything. I have my full mind, from your perspective.
Yes, I know you do, but you're different. You sacrifice. There's a curse laid on this thing, and I think that's what you are. You're cursed to be here forever. I think we should just do it. We should bind them to the people. It's the best option, and then we go talk to them, Oscar, and we give them the option.
Okay.
I look to Lady Vigil and I'll say, these are your people. What do you think?
I don't know. This is my home, but you're talking about leaving our home to go somewhere else. To leave our home to go somewhere else, to march through Paradel, where we are fugitives, since we separated from them over 100 years ago. But the idea of killing slavers, it's something that we enjoy. There's a mark against Lady Aravel. There's a misunderstanding of who she is and what she stands for. A misunderstanding that I must deal with every time I think of my allies and neighbors to the north. A mark that the whole world thinks of because of the Paradel. Obedience, worship, and acceptance, but not necessarily slavery.
Who's that?
Arena, Ophios points at your chest and at the temple, and he's starting to put it together.
Oh, so you're just realizing
Boobs?
things?
Like those pillars?
No. For those who don't know what he's talking about, Rena has a breastplate that is mostly black, but like depending on the light, kind of shines this like deep greenish blue color, and then has, I don't want to say a full insignia because it's not. It's just kind of an etching, I suppose, or engraving, more like of what seem to resemble eyes, just on the chest.
Is it an embossing? Like it's a slightly raised?
I'd say more engraving, actually.
It's indented instead of
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's the only reason I asked. Just curiosity.
It's not obvious at first, but if you're thinking about it, you could probably put two and two together.
It was just that's
Got
why I
other
rolled
things
that
on the mind
perception.
right
I was like, I'm setting the DC at 20 for him to notice the similarities, perhaps.
I don't know if that brings up any memories for you.
No, it was just me pointing those out. And it's whether Rena responds to Ophios kind of just like gesturing and looking at you.
I mean, she'd look, but probably shake her head, look back to Laszlo.
Are you a follower?
To be honest, she doesn't quite know what to say. She'll say,
It's like someone walking up to you and be like, "You Christian?" Like, whoa, bro.
Well, she's wearing the emblem. If someone's wearing a crucifix,
It's not the emblem,
It's
though.
the emblem.
It's not the
It's
emblem.
very minute.
It's way more abstract.
well, you just pointed at it, right? I wouldn't have said I would notice it, but you literally pointed at it.
Ophios pointed at it. Yeah, he pointed out. She shook her head and was like, dude, no.
He
All
pointed
right
at
now.
it and was like looking. It was like a point, and he's like looking at
Yeah.
the temple and looking around and stuff like that. It's not exactly obvious. He's not walking up to her going, ah!
Yeah. So if you're asking her, she would say, she had spoken to me. Not spoken, I guess. I've felt her.
Interesting.
Well, you want to come kill some slavers too?
They're worse in the Perrin, I can tell you that.
Yep.
There's all I can say is that I remembers is there's more important matters we have to attend to.
I have another mission.
Whilst we would probably gladly do that, there's other things afoot.
Well, fair enough.
Okay. I'll look to Mog and I'll say, I'll look to the Vigil and I'll say, I'm sorry. I hope that you agree with what we're about to do, but you have moved on. It is now time for the living, and I'll dismiss her.
I mean, when you dismiss it.
Yeah, but she'll turn into the Spectre, but she won't be like full force yelling at me the whole time.
Go away.
He's like, shoo shoo, but she's still there, and he's like, all right, awkward.
She's listening. Og.
And I'll look to Mog and I'll say, let's do this. Let's start.
All right. I hope you warmed up your dice.
Oh no.
This is where I'm gonna roll bad, guys.
Mog, what are dice?
You said you had the ability to restore memories. Ophios would simply say, perhaps you might be useful in aiding Smees.
It's not my
first
area of
this.
specialty, but if you're coming to a Malta, there's a lovely lady that knows far more about Maltese magic than I do.
Which
Wide eyes
would
looking at
be-
Rena.
Yeah, she would ask Laszlo. And who exactly are you referring to?
I'll look to Oscar and go, are we supposed to I don't know. I'll look
public-
right now. I don't know if it's secretive to talk about the council.
She's a public figure. Elijah would know who she is.
Lady Arceum.
Fine. Yeah. She's a noble woman of Amulta. She's very good with magic. Elijah will know who she is. Don't know what his opinion is of her, but
So not
She's-
Elijah's ex-girlfriends.
oh,
Obvious, please.
Arceum.
oh,
I dismissed you. Can you please go?
I know this name.
you know Lady Arceum.
No, but I've seen the correspondence. Lady
Correspondence
Arceum.
with whom?
In Vigil, there are several people that are leaders here. One of them, she ran the library, a worshipper of Lady Aravel and of Winifred. One of her parents was a pyrite. Not a pyrite, sorry, an amber. And the other, she had correspondence with a Lady Arceum. They would write letters. I've seen them on her desk. I've never read them, but I have seen the signature multiple times.
What's this person's name? Are they still with the living?
I actually don't remember.
Okay.
Come to think of it, give me a
Gwen Novir.
This
Perhaps
bitch.
if we wanders into that temples, we would be attacked by specters. Yes.
Her name is Vanessa
Yes.
Meshtez is her name. And I'm trying to find out if she's living or not. I can't remember.
I'll say to Ophios, most likely, it's very dangerous right now. But if we complete the ritual,
Yeah, she's
you should be able to
alive.
walk freely.
She's alive, yes.
Okay. Laszlo, we should speak with her. Or you should, more specifically, when we go and speak with the people of Vigil. The Vigilites.
Yes.
Why am I even trying to, fancy it up by using more words when few words do good?
The Vigilites of Vigil, yes.
Yes, the Vigilites of Vigil. Right. While you do this, he's going to turn and he's going to just kind of talk to Lady Vigil and just kind of walk with her a little bit. See if she kind of walks with him, and it's just going to be like, and so when you get to Yovance, here's the layout of the land, and just kind of like try to give her strategy.
You
so
start
that she
walking
can-
away with her, she says, Stop.
Oh, okay.
Go no
Yes.
further.
Oh,
I
right.
can't keep them all at bay.
Fair enough. I'll
I
stay here.
only influence some of them. The others are bound
Fair.
for a long time.
In that case, Oscar's going to take the butt of his spear, and in any dirt that he finds, he's going to draw a map of Yovance. It's really rough and everything, but basically
She's
just
not
kind of-
paying attention. She's
That's fine. He's
She's
trying
not
to
even
just
alive.
basically distract her a little bit while Laszlo does his.
She-
Oh, it's okay.
She just does like a Luna Lovegood, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I didn't want to
That's
keep
fair.
the act of her
Yeah.
there.
As soon as she's like clearly spaced, Oscar will just be like, all right, and I'm back. And you'll go back to just kind of watching, and just keeping watch, kind of sticking here with Rena and Ophios for the moment.
Joshua, you have Winifred's wisdom on your roll, sir.
That's nice.
What does that do for us?
Yeah, I don't know what that does for us. We've never gotten that.
Oh, wow, you guys have never gotten that.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
we've never
what?
gotten that. I have no idea what that
Yeah,
does.
Laszlo, what the hell? You got Winifred's wisdom? I don't?
Does he just roll twice and take the better roll?
No, I think he
That what
changed it to having like super.
Oh, I remember what it is. You roll 46, drop lowest one.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
What's your modifier?
All
on
right.
it?
So what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
But you didn't tell me. You just said warm up my dice, and I grabbed my dice,
Uh,
and I've been holding them, this whole time.
The whole time.
You were going to say something, Tyler?
I was gonna say, I imagine he rolls a certain check and then he rolls an additional d6 and can replace one of them die.
Yeah.
yes. I meant what roll?
or slash 4D. Yeah. Anyways, ooh, no, his way's better. for reasons. Moving on. So you are doing the ritual, which is Arcana, and you always still have your focus that you got last time because of your roll that you made last time. So you're rolling the Arcana with the +2. So roll one of the ones that have focus already on it.
Okay. And then
Oh,
an additional
that's big.
D6. Oh God.
Well, we know you're going to be replacing a 1. Possibly with another 1. No, it's with a 5.
So
That's much better.
9, 10, so 16.
But if you replace the 4 with the 5, hear me out.
Hey, Josh, just luck that. While
You
you're
get a
Oh
suck
yeah.
5, 9,
So
10,
20.
2, 12.
Yeah, 20 is pretty good.
Jesus. No stunt dice, though.
Oh, plus the Okay, never mind. I have a focus. Never mind.
Yeah, you're fine.
I didn't summon. I should have kept her because then I could have got the extra blister.
You could have, but you didn't.
I didn't.
Yeah. It could have been 22, but now it's 20.
Mm-hmm.
You bundle up all of the ties. It's a strange thing, almost like let's say somebody you guys were at a birthday party. It's Tyler's birthday party. Okay? And
My
Tyler
birthday party next.
Yeah, Tyler's birthday party. And then Tyler got a lot of balloons. So many balloons. Like we're talking an up level of balloons. Like where if you hold
I
on
like
to them,
balloons.
up level of balloons.
That's a lot of balloons.
And then Tyler's holding the balloons and they're starting to lift him up. But then all of a sudden you like grab all the balloon strings right above Tyler's hands and then cut the rope between your two hands. Where you literally are like, Tyler now is just holding like a bundled mess in his hand and frowning because it's his birthday and he can cry if he wants to. And you've got all the balloons in your hand, all the strings in your hand, and you can grab them and walk with them. This is what you and Mog do. You effectively, magically sever the ties to the balloons, leaving the pillar of Tyler broken and shattered, crying on the ground. And take the balloons, and you guys literally walk to the edge of the city. Not the edge that you came out, the southern edge. You walk to the northern edge of the city that overlooks the lake beyond. And you can feel the power of the magic. And you can send it across the lake. Each strand, kind of like almost like Charlotte's Web, the spiders jumping off and there's strands of spideriness, silkiness kind of carrying
That's
them
really
off.
cool, by the way.
Like
Little
carrying
baby
the wind,
spiders
the
that
way they
carry.
catch their wind. Yeah.
So these little strands kind of like floating across, almost again like if you were to take a dandelion, floating across the lake from the vantage point that you have and down below. This is that nobody can see. Nobody can see these strands except for you, Laszlo, maybe Mog. You honestly don't know if he can or can't. And eventually kind of go down below and they start tying and catching to the people, but they're so far away you can't catch the details of what's happening. You don't know. You can't see. They're far enough away.
Mhm.
But as you do all of this does leave behind a particular strand. Still, there's a few loose strands, so on and so forth. You guys, again, use magic to push them on, get them over there and bind to different peoples. One particular loose strand is still left behind, one that you can see, one that you know is there, because she's still there. The vigil, her strand is still about. She's still about.
Can I attach it to Rena?
I mean, if you want to try to, she's the only parent amongst you.
Well, and she's also a believer.
Technically, Ophios looks like a parent.
He looks like one.
I know you're not though.
Yeah.
You know there's an illusion. You don't know that I'm not parent.
Yeah,
that's
but
fair. That's fair.
it's true. But still,
That's fair.
he doesn't
Yeah,
know
but,
for sure
but
that
my point isn't Perrin. My point is that she's a follower. And I need to connect it to somebody. And I'll look to Rena and I'll say, the Lady Vigil is all that's left. She's stuck. I have to put her on someone
Are you asking me for
to
help
bind
here?
with her.
What exactly does that mean?
She'll empower you, but it won't change who you are. You'll help her when you finally pass. She'll be able to pass as well. I would ask...
There is Mog.
What?
Anna, there is Mog.
Yeah, I'm not putting it on. I don't need a stronger chief. Time to raise a
He
horde.
chose me. That's funny. He's all like, no.
Ah, you could put it on Ophios.
You're not a believer, though.
You
That's
need to get your memories back first before we add anything else to
Yeah,
that.
we got
mix.
a lot of work to do.
There's a few steps before we bind you with the undead.
God, could you imagine like someone with that strong personality try to take over someone with like Ophios's weakened state?
Oh no.
That might be a real bad
You would
idea.
just become you would become Lady Vigil.
Yeah, so I'll look at
Character.
Rena and I'll say, it's not going to change who you are. It's just going to bind her to you. And if what Mog says, it'll empower you, make you a better leader, at the very least. But I assume more likely than not, a better fighter.
Well, I suppose if it won't alter who I am, then fine.
I really hope Scott isn't gonna make it fuck with you.
You know what? I've been through worse. It's fine.
I'll look to Mog and I'll say, all right, to her, I guess.
We're doing things a bit different than I do back home. Usually they're a bit more degraded and, well, that's a big word. Usually the souls are a bit broken and we're just kind of shoving them in there. This all has consent and stuff. It's strange.
Consent is key.
Consent is very important.
Ophios will actually just say to Laszlo and Mog, this best not hurts Rena's.
I don't want it to. It's not the goal. I'm gonna try to knot it up in, like, I'm gonna look at her heart strand and then its heart strand. I'm just gonna put the two together and I'm gonna be like,
Plug it
this.
in, plug it in.
It's gonna be Avatar.
Avatar. Oh, I have the Avatar state? What? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
That is the better Avatar, to be fair. So.
So anyways, you do that and you immediately start to see something shift immediately in Rena. You can start to see as, never mind your perspective, Rena. You start to see Rena's, as it binds to Rena, she starts to change almost immediately. Her hair grows slightly darker and straighter. Her skin starts to pale out a bit. She seems to get a bit, slightly more gaunt and whatnot. Her parent features standing out slightly more than they were beforehand, and so on and so forth. She actually physically starts to change in strange ways. But then, pause. Rena, from your perspective, you feel the two of you binding, kind of reaching in, but there's a moment where, like, you can feel her strong personality, everything that she is, everything her purpose is, her purpose to guard, to defend the Vigilites. They are her purpose. She is meant to serve them in life, in death, and beyond, forever, to always serve them. But that's not your purpose. You have a different purpose. You're not here to serve anybody in particular. You're here to serve yourself. You're here to serve your people from home, yes. Yeah, you have that same kind of inkling, but for freedom. You're trying to change things. You're trying to alter somebody else, not to bind yourself to a group of people. There's an immediate clash. The two of you don't make sense. There's like a disunion between the two of you. It's uncomfortable. You can feel like a rejection happening, and you can feel her in your mind. You can almost feel after moments being like, "This does not work. I'm not meant for here. I must wait." And you can feel her shift and leave. From your perspective, you see that her skin regaining its tone, its color. You see her hair shift back to the lighter color it was beforehand, and the natural, like, the way it flows or whatever, kind of like falling down to her shoulders or whatever length it might be at this point. She seems to return to the Rena she was before, though clearly having just gone through some sort of almost like 30 seconds of stomach pain. Not painful, but, like discomfort, right? Like, she farted, she would have been fine, sort of a thing. Not like, ow! Anyways, and then, Rena, you can literally feel her shift through and inside your body, all the way down to her shoulder, down your arm, and leaves herself in your sword.
Sword or axe?
Sword.
The
The groin sword. That's the only one I have. Okay.
Ophios, I saw you cast magic earlier. Can you see what just happened?
God, did I see all that?
No.
Hmm.
Josh has a unique ability, just like you do.
Hmm.
I saw. So I saw nothing. Correct? I didn't see anything.
I saw them enter. I saw her bind. Rena, are you okay? But I don't think she's there anymore. I don't see the strands or anything anymore.
Would I be able to communicate that to him? Like, do I know that for sure? If she's not.
You can feel that she left it through your hand and into where the sword was.
She'd turn to Laszlo and say, she's with me, but, here. And then she'd show him the weapon.
Do I need to do anything to see if it's bound to the weapon?
You can see it.
Oh, it looks like she bound to the weapon, and not you.
What it is, you can see like the strands wrapping around the blade.
Yes. Are they like? Is she like tied to like she was before?
Like
okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'll read that.
Like
I'll
you,
say
you
it's,
shift
it's,
the anchor, but it's not bound to Rena, and it's not like it's enhancing the sword or making it magical by any stretch.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bound to it.
Yeah, I'll just relay that, and I'll say I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
If she says that, do I recognize? I have so much stuff for trying to figure out memory here. Do I recognize the weapon as being of Loper origin, or do I need
Actually,
to roll
you would
something?
know. You would be familiar with that sword. You would be like, I know that sword, and you saw her make it grow
Yeah,
like 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah, I used it.
I knows that weapons. Maybe that has ties to who she was. She's where? Rena's. Where did we get stats? Where did she get stats?
Before I answer that, did I get the implication that it, like, I would be able to tell them that, like, that's probably not why she bonded to the sword. It was probably because she and I are incompatible.
That's the assumptions that you are making. Yes, Rena.
Then she would probably avoid your question and just turn back to Laszlo and say, I honestly don't think that she and I are compatible. I think that's why she skipped over me. But she didn't leave.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that was gonna happen. It looked painful for a moment. You changed for a small period of time and then you came back.
I did?
Yes, your appearance.
Oh, all I noticed was her kind of rejecting me. Don't worry, I'm used to that.
As am I.
You just had a girl sitting on your lap.
Okay, well, not like that.
Rena, do you want to answer Ophios' question too?
I
He's
said I
asking
skipped
about
over it.
Oh, you skipped over it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look to Ophios and I'll go, it's safe for you to go look at the temple now, if you'd like.
I want to look at the obelisk again to see if I detect that same magic that I don't.
You go right
understand.
ahead. You can roll again, sir.
All right. Yep. Whatever. Fuck me. Dude.
There's one higher than last time. Luck it.
Yeah, look it, dude.
The 16 instead of a 14.
Yeah.
That's
There's
important.
definitely something on it. It feels anchored. Like it's strange. It seems frozen, stuck in time.
Roll an intelligence check. You can tell me if I get anything from it. Oh!
You get a lot back. You remember the temple in its entirety. Both times.
Oh, what?
Lopers. This is tied similar to the temples. traps in times. Anchored in times.
Do you remember that?
Go ahead, Will.
Laszlo. Do you remember the time fuckery?
Yes, I have a perfect memory of that.
Okay, Ophios, what the fuck do you know about time fuckery?
So, you remember the things I said, Lopers?
Sure.
Their
And
faults.
I don't know anything about who those are, what they are.
Ophios
Laszlo does, though.
all Ophios says is it's their faults.
It's fair enough.
Is it
Okay.
fixed? We were having issues.
We resolves that in times.
And that has to do with here.
This anchor points is similar to said temples.
Hey, out of curiosity, was Elijah affected by some time fuckery? And is that why he's old now?
Got important question. Does Ophios know he got fucked with by the time temple?
You said you remember it.
I mean, you would assume.
Everything?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you remember everything?
Oh God! Can you imagine going?
You remember everything?
Like
Fans of the
hair
mind.
Oh,
going
God.
in your body.
I remember everything
Oh.
about becoming back in the egg and everything
Oh,
about the
no.
temple.
Go to the temples.
Oh,
That's
shit.
why we were heading to Amaltas to study things. I have things from said temples, and yes,
You definitely want to speak to Lady Arcia.
Elijah's and I were both affected. The reasons until just now is that I can only remember parts. I was reverted back to before I was born.
What?
We're just gonna be standing there, like, just staring at Ophios, like, wide-eyed, and then looking back at you two, and looking back at Ophios,
that-
just listening.
Elijah's outside, like tossing popcorn up in the air, and at one point, he like drops one. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he goes and
Elijah aged,
he eats it,
and
and
I
looks up, and he's like, "Oh, the ghosts are gone."
gains youths.
It's clear,
Oh,
is
Elijah.
that-
If you want to
Elijah
that-
knows.
Oscar
Yeah.
will actually be like,
Elijah!
hold on one moment. And Oscar is going to walk over to kind of the edge of the city and just be like, Elijah, come on in.
He's observant. He's observant.
Yeah.
He fucking hears me.
Dexterity.
He trips and falls and breaks his dick.
He's gonna be a second, so
Is that what's wrong? Is that what happened to your memory?
Yes, believe so. Renas?
So you don't remember everything.
Just the temples and the swords when Curse Falls, Rayron's brothers has.
Okay, yeah, we could talk about it later.
I'm gonna look to Rena and back to Ophios. I'm gonna say you definitely need to speak to Lady Arcia. Do not go anywhere near an arcane congress magic user. They have powerful magics that can manipulate memory and make you a different person. She can reverse it.
There's something I need to tell you. I believe this person that is gone towards the swords could be the reasons. Maybe there's Lopers, not sure, but this is Lopers. This bindings things. I wonder what's underneath.
Let's find out. I look to the temple and I go, it's a building right adjacent from it. I was like, most likely there's a connection that way.
Rena will start walking towards it
Ophios
because he
will
said
as
it was
well.
safe.
Oscar's walking back, obviously, from the edge of the city at this point.
Ophios
It's
is walking that
perspectives.
way, but he has his shield and his sword out now.
Rena just has the sword out, but not
Oh.
really.
For the record, Laszlo would see a sword literally summoned into the hand of Ophios.
Interesting. I had a chest that used to do that.
Chest.
Keep walking.
Oh, that's nice.
Actually,
You
Scott,
guys,
would
you
I
guys aren't dealing with
remember?
the secretive crew.
Interesting.
Scott, would I remember how to summon my sword, or would I draw the sword that's at my waist?
Wait, what?
Would Ophios at this point remember how to summon his sword,
Yeah,
or would he just grab the? Okay.
Yeah. That stuff's kind of filtering back as time goes anyway, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you see a blade essentially just form in his hand as we're walking towards the temple. And you said something about a chest, and
Yeah.
Ophios doesn't remember that. So,
And I pretended like I didn't hear it.
well, technically we did use it in the temple. So if I remember all of the temple, he would remember that.
He might not remember where the chest came from, but that
Correct.
the chest
Yeah.
was there.
Correct.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
He
you're saying
wouldn't
you would
say
respond to
anything.
that? Oh, okay.
No.
He
I'll
would make
just
a
say-
note of it.
I would say though, Laszlo would say to Ophios, "You have fascinating magics. I would love to talk to you about it when we have more free time."
What do I see going into the temple?
It's large, it's grand, it's gorgeous, it's gothic, it's beautiful.
My
Cover
aesthetic.
girl.
That's
Sorry.
what I was thinking.
You just feel like you've never been in a temple like this to Lady Aravel before. And the ones that you have seen, the shrines or the smaller ones, they always came off as wrong. They felt different. It's weird because you're drawn to Lady Aravel because Lady Aravel is she in so many ways embodies what it is that you feel is right. Like you have a connection to her, right? Like you worship her because it makes sense, even though you're not like, oh, look, my eyes are closed. There's a connection there, right? But it always felt wrong. The way that the Heron worship her and just the way that they are and the indentured servitude and everything they have as part of their obedience just always felt wrong. The war machine part of it just always felt wrong. Something about this temple feels more right. It just, if you had more time, maybe you could read the teachings here, or maybe you could even snatch up a book and just take it with you and you go, whoop.
Is there some nearby? Like she would walk. Honestly, her
large
instinct
temple.
would be to walk
There's
all the
going to
way
be
to the
stuff.
back of it. Yeah.
There's absolutely stuff on shelves and whatnot that you can go and grab a book if you'd like. Now, mind you,
I mean,
most of the city has been gutted. Like the people ran raids. First of all, they took what they could when they evacuated. Then they run raids into the city, like zombie apocalypse style, into the city to try to get more things for them to survive while they're out on the barge. So many things are missing, but you can definitely find little text here or there that you can grab with you. Little textbooks here or there that you can grab with you. It's of course written in Perrin.
oh, cool. All I can read. Do any stand out to me? And she'd be looking mostly for a. I don't actually know what she would look for. Do any in particular stand out to her?
I mean, there's teachings of Lady Aravel. Like Vigil's teachings of Lady Aravel. It's kind of like a book like that. It's like you just open up and read it, right? It's like a Bible. It's going to take some time to read, but you can absolutely grab something up to look at.
She probably would. Maybe absentmindedly as she's looking around. What you guys would see is just her head towards the back of the temple, wherever the end is, whatever is back there. Kind of stand for a moment, look around. Maybe, I don't know if you'd see her snatch anything up, but she would, and then she would pause before heading back towards you guys.
Okay.
I assume Elijah coming in to meet them?
Sure.
Question mark.
Yeah, I can show up now. I mean,
Ophios is trying
Are
to
your
find
legs, old
anything
man?
magical or anything in there.
Same.
Traces
All that stuff
that.
would be gone.
I'm looking for any type of entrance to a basement.
that's
No
8.
basements, not in there.
Hmm.
It's built right next to a lake,
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, like, because the anchor you said was in the ground. trying to see if there's access to it in some way.
The
No,
monolith.
no. I said from below, like, but it didn't actually mean like a bunch of people below, nothing like that.
It means
The
probably
monolith.
about 3 feet under the ground. Because
Okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah,
I misunderstood.
the monolith was it? Yeah.
You guys do not see
Oh
her pick
my
something
god,
up.
that slide.
I wouldn't look.
I'm outside waiting for Elijah.
Yeah.
So I came back and you guys.
I wouldn't even care if you did.
Maybe I
would
take more than one thing.
You are dealing with the crew that is like not secretive and doesn't give a shit about anything. You're fine.
Also, Ophios would probably be staying roughly close to Rena, but he wouldn't care either. So
Yeah. I'll actually summon a light and a candle that just floats near Laszlo's head.
What do I pick up, Scott?
Again, like I said, a book. We already went over that, right?
Just one random book.
Or,
Okay.
or a couple of textbooks. Like I said, the place has been gutted. They took what they needed to survive. So you can find, like I said, if you wanted to grab a couple of textbooks or whatever, you could absolutely do that. That's not an issue whatsoever.
Cool.
There is a library in this town. We were just told about a lady, Vanessa, that was a librarian that worshipped my deity, the one that I do, Lady of Winifred, and as well as
One that I do. That's
yeah, it was weird. I'm sorry.
This is a weird way to say that.
And
Okay.
Lady Arabelle as well. We should check out the library if we're interested in any information. We might want to do it before the people return.
How many people?
A barge?
Yeah, it's a
Load full?
barge full of people.
And what are they expected?
Well,
I don't know.
that depends.
They might notice something has changed.
Hey, Mog.
Hey, Mog.
Yeah.
He's asleep. He's asleep.
What's the likelihood that they're now realizing what's happened?
They probably know.
So they're probably coming back.
Yeah, we saw what happened to Rena.
Not sure.
All right.
Better get moving then.
Well, I hope we didn't just kill a barge full of people.
No, they won't be dead. They just might look dead.
yes, perhaps they may need to hold on to that swords to find somebody to bind that specter's withs.
You're saying that to me?
Yeah.
I think we gotta hold on to this. If you don't remember why, I'll tell you later.
She seemed to be a duty-bound person, so I'd be careful with what you do with that sword. There may be consequences.
Do you know a duty-bound person that could potentially matches?
She thinks of Cadus. No. Not at the moment.
I mean, he is Perrin.
Yeah.
He Ophios was asking Laszlo.
Oh.
A duty-bound person, and I my eyes glance over to Oscar for a second, and then I'll look back and I'll go, one that follows Lady Arabelle? No.
So Elijah, how are your knees?
Well, my jumper isn't as good.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't block a shot anymore either. But
Oh.
I can still charge the net and get a foul, and one sometimes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I lead my team in points yearly.
Hmm. It's quite impressive.
Thanks.
Yeah, well done.
I just literally freeze the other team.
Okay, since Messi's wasting time again, welcome him back into the game. Immediately starts wasting time. So you guys, are you actually going to the library? Or are you like, it's probably not safe. We should probably leave.
You
They
could go
wanted
real
more
quick.
information.
Do a
Right?
drive-by. You know?
Do a drive-by. I pull my wand out.
You guys go to
yeah,
the library and
we're
it's
going to
not
the library.
small by any stretch of the imagination, and there are many books in there. It's funny. Like I said, they took many things from the city for survival. You can see that the houses that you looked into, or any buildings you went into, supplies for like smithy and all that, they've all been gutted. Not the library. The library hasn't been. What are they going to do with all those books on a lake, exposed to the
Fire?
weathers?
Fire.
They're not Nazis.
Kinley.
So they
Survival. Books do not beat survival. I'm sorry.
Laszlo, do you have a vial? Like a small vial?
I don't even have a bag. I have like 3 things.
Oh, right. Do any of you have a small vial that I could steal? Never give back.
I honestly don't know. Do I? Would I?
a
If I keep
vial.
that kind
Yeah,
of thing?
any time you drank a potion and didn't smash it on the ground, you got a
Sure.
vial.
I'll
Oh,
I'll
you
toss
guys
you
get
one.
potions?
No,
You guys
we don't get
potions.
potions. That's
You
neat.
guys sold your
Oh.
chest.
So I'm gonna take that small vial and I'm gonna walk over to Laszlo. I just remembered the last time we were in a library, I meant to do something, and I'm gonna grab Laszlo's hand and cut it open with my knife and then bleed him into my into the vial.
Ow.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So
Oh.
what do you need? Ah!
Thank you.
Little
And I'm
rude.
gonna put the stopper on and then just put that in my bag, wrapped up and
In a
everything, and then
library?
just I'm gonna wrap up his hand and say thank you. Now I can find you if I ever lose you. I remember the magics I learned before. I needed to get.
No, I remember. I remember the
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
Ow.
Blood magic.
You could have at least waited till Cressella was around. She could heal this.
Use,
You'll be fine. Give you some
use
character.
tracks with smells of bloods.
Not quite.
It is-
Elijah,
It's not a
I've learned
werewolf.
some magic.
Uh-oh.
Scott, do I get anything in the library from my detect magic?
Sorry. Detect magic? No. No
Okay.
Loper magics or anything like that in here. Again, no magics inside this place.
There you go.
What-
There is magic in here. The magic of knowledge. It's a
Ah,
very,
yeah.
it is a stocked library with many shelves.
Ophios goes to the card catalog and looks for Loper.
There is no
They
card
would be there.
catalog. Yes, Josh.
I'm gonna summon a specter of a librarian.
Cool. You go to summon the specter of a librarian. It doesn't appear.
Right. Can I see if the sword reacts to anything?
Wait, did I
They've
lose
been
my
bound.
Yeah, my sword.
There are no ghosts here, Josh.
But not every librarian swore their lives. I
Every
understand.
Every member of
Vigilite
Vigil.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that
has
makes
been
sense.
Every
bound.
librarian
God.
has sworn. their-
Every
that makes
librarian swore their lives to the books that they protect.
It's
Or,
true. They make that oath well before they join Vigil.
or they're still alive and has one bound to them. So,
We
Rena-
might want to wait to ask.
Rena was trying to ask a question.
I was asking if I could ask Lady Vigil to point me towards what I'm looking for.
So you have like a moment like in Princess Bride where you're like, "Guide me, Father."
It's exactly it. Yeah, exactly like that with the sword.
It doesn't work. You don't seem to have any form of communication with the blade.
It's fine. She just
Did
figured she'd
my
try.
investigation check that I rolled like 3 minutes ago get anything?
I don't know what you were investigating for.
What are you looking for?
Books. He's looking for books.
Spell
What?
I guess I'm-
I think is what
I'm
he's
looking
getting
for
at.
Books. I mean, it's a library.
Okay, but what are you looking for? Like, I just said it's a very stocked library. You just walked into a bookstore and said, "I want to look for books."
All right,
Yeah,
found
all right,
really
hold
nice.
on. We got to put it in Disney terms. It's like the Beast Library. Your bell, you just walked in. There's no card catalog. What are you looking for? You're not going to find it. You just got to
Apparently,
start
the
picking.
love of my life. I'm looking for books that undo aging.
Oh.
You know, if you guys just talk, we would help you.
Yeah,
You guys are all
We're
secretive.
very secretive.
Hold on.
Ophios
on.
talked.
Guys, listen. You're looking for a book to reduce aging. So you're looking for a book of ancient magical. No, it's a book of knowledge, not ancient magic rituals.
Do they have it? I don't
It's a
know, creams?
library.
You know what I'm looking for?
They have a book on creams.
I'm gonna see
Get rid
if
of my
there's a
wrinkles.
copy of the etiquette book that that Cressellin let
They're
me
not
borrow.
gonna
for-
have that.
Oh, records of the town with regard to the names of like who was in the town. Could we find that?
That's findable. Absolutely
you.
So
findable.
boring.
A book about what you were talking about there, Will. Absolutely. You can
Cool,
even find
thank
a Corvanian copy.
I would prefer not that one. I'll take the other one.
Burn it.
Yeah. Well,
Is there a
Check
book
Discord.
about or mentioning Snaga?
A book mentioning Snaga. Yes, yeah, because people worship Snaga the Abusive.
Cool. Looking for one of those.
Sure. as you guys have been in here for a while, looking around at different books, kind of leafing through, eventually come to the realization there are people in town, and you're in their library stealing a bunch of their books.
We're not stealing them.
Nothing was
We're
stolen.
currently
now.
in the library.
We're all like, we're not stealing.
You know what? You know what?
I have Lady
Any
Vigil with
broad
me,
assumption.
okay?
Any other D&D
My
game,
library card.
you save a town, you get a reward. Here, they think you're stealing immediately.
Yeah. No, I'm literally going to be sitting in it's a fully stocked library. You said it was in good tact, right? I'm going to be sitting in a chair at a table reading through an etiquette book. That's literally what I'm doing. I'm not stealing shit, Scott. I'm a library
He's just
patron.
bored. Wait, while you guys
Speed
look
reading.
around.
I am literally
Ophios.
waiting for everyone else to be done.
Scott,
Ophios gets the record book and brings it over to Laszlo.
I don't know if you guys remember this. There was another thing you wanted to do in this crossover. You said there are 2 successes you want to do: ritual and we're still here. So that's why I'm like,
Okay, let's GTFO.
I don't know what your second one.
Anyway, Ophios is bringing over the book with the record of the people so he can show Laszlo and have Laszlo find the important people that person talked about. There.
Nessa,
Research,
who's the librarian who's going to be coming here?
22, Scott.
fuck me, you perfectly understand exactly what the
With
the
six
cataloging
die.
style is, and you're like, oh, this woman was definitely a Maltese. Oh, look at this. I 100% understand this cataloging style. And you read it through, you're like, yep, okay, I found literally records of everybody that I want, including the woman Octavia that you have bound to the sword that Rena currently has.
Is there someone specific? They seem to be tracing people rather well. A Maltese record keeping is amazing.
Thanks.
Oh, you're here.
Questions.
You didn't lock the door.
Rena,
Huh?
what's the names of that ladies that Elijah doesn't care for?
Why? What? Ophios, why?
I must learn things.
I'll tell you
Tell
later.
you right here.
Elijah, who do you not like?
Right now?
Oh no.
Well, all right. I know who you don't like right now, but
He's referring to Guinevere.
Guinevere Velmont.
Belmont.
Would you say that?
Yeah.
You don't need to roll. You guys know exactly who Guinevere Velmont is. And what the hell is you really are doxy today? Jesus Christ!
I'm just not rolling anything because
I need to play more on Friday. I need to play more on Fridays because
Yeah,
Thursday is
apparently.
not my day.
Yeah.
Okay, you
No,
guys
you know what it is?
both know who
Messy's
Guinevere
here.
Velmont is. Guinevere Velmont.
I get all the bad luck.
Guinevere Velmont is the daughter of the what the hell's it called? Begins with S. Not Magister. The next one.
Savant?
Savant Velmont, that used to work for the Crown, doing magical research, so on and so forth,
I could tell you all about her father if you want to know about her father.
who literally died in a fire. She also died in a fire.
Elijah,
Why would you hate a dead person?
she's
Yeah, she's not.
not.
God damn, my computer's lagging so slow. There we go.
Sorry. Is Savant Velmont alive?
No.
She's not in a Malta though. So you run into
no.
her elsewhere.
She's in a deer.
Do I know anything about that? I doubt I would. Because my character wasn't really trusted, so. Why
Here's
would-
a question for you, Messy. Oscar and Elijah were drunk a lot. Would Elijah have spilled any beans?
If you ever tried to bring up,
Well, he wouldn't have brought it up. It would have been more if Elijah had volunteered.
yeah, he wouldn't have talked about it back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
'Cause-
doesn't talk about it ever,
Yeah.
even now.
You have the same pained look that you would have had then, if it was ever brought up?
The pain's kind of eroded. It's more anger and
Yeah. Then Oscar isn't going to push.
yeah.
If it's even recognizable that this is a sore spot like that, he's not going to push it.
Yeah.
I
You'll get
will,
really short.
but I wouldn't notice. So, why would she fake her own death? To escape a Malta?
I couldn't give two shits.
Laszlo, don't push it. It's fine. We can talk to her directly if we need to.
Oscar, you're a man of duty.
Huh.
I am.
Are you gonna bring her back?
No, she served her 2 years minimum. She has no reason to continue with the military, and I'm sure she has other business now. The Maltese are free to leave Malta. It's
But
just
she
they
also
break their
faked her
contract.
death. There might be a reason that she did that.
Yes, and if I find out when we get back to Malta that there's a reason for that she may have had, and I need to come back and find her, then I'll do that. But until that point, I have no reason to bring her back.
Okay.
Besides, although I have to hunt the Maltese mages every now and then, that is a rare assignment.
I'll look to Ophios. Is there anyone else you would wish to look up? Maybe you spoke about these Lopers. Do you want me to see if I can? Is there any important names I can look for in here? I know.
He'll think and he'll go, Renus, do you know of any names you might want to look up?
What was the name?
Does the book have their ranks listed next to their names?
Scott?
Who specifically are you looking for?
Just ranks.
Remember their names.
I mean, ranks of people here? Yeah. I mean, it lists who they are, what they served, so on and so forth, their positions. Yeah.
Would I be able to dig through and quickly find?
Guinevere?
No, looking
No.
for a possible commander or.
Yeah, there's Commander Cedric, who perished. Sorry, you don't know Commander Cedric perished. The most recent commander is Commander Cedric.
Oh, well, let's investigate that because I'm sure we'll find a.
That seems like a
Insightful
great path to follow.
Yeah, I'll quickly read over his brief and see if there's anything suspicious that might point to him being one of the Lopers. Cool.
Look,
Nope.
the
I'm having a
person
hard
who-
time remembering the name of the family that we were investigating way back when.
Oh, it's written into your game. It's a
2
handout.
seasons ago when Yondis laid
No, it's
out
a
the whole
handout.
poster on
It's-
the
it's
wall
the
and like wrote
Kringle.
down
Oh my
all the
god,
names.
you're right. The
Kringle.
Kringle family.
Kringle.
Yeah, that's the name that she would bring up if
Looking for
asked.
I'll look
Kringle.
for the Krendall name.
See if it was mentioned.
Is it?
There's no Kringals in there.
Okay. I don't see anything right now. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I appreciate you looking.
Laszlo, the only
Are there
person
any
we
other
were
Amal-
interested in.
The
was,
problem
yeah.
with Joey with the questions that you're asking is the person doing the
Fine.
research of the 22 result is Laszlo. Laszlo has no idea who Mathis, Cuddy, or Irwin are. So those names wouldn't stand out to him. He wouldn't point them out. So
And we're not thinking of them. Ophios
No.
doesn't remember, and I imagine Rena doesn't think
Is
of them.
She
there-
wouldn't be bringing them up.
Is there a particular reason why we're looking for people here when there's going to be a large number of people coming back here?
Like
I
I
was-
mentioned before, it was looking for more information. Just
Yes,
curious
I
how
got
far it spread.
the information part. Information about what? I don't mean to pry if it's your business. It's more just for our knowledge. We also have tasks to take care of.
Well, he mentioned it earlier. Ophios did the Lopers.
Oh, is that the other task that you have dealing with them?
That is
Sorry.
the task.
I'm slow.
We just want to get to a Malta at this point.
Especially for now more than one reasons, thanks to Laszlo's.
Yes.
Perhaps restoring memories and the weapons that needs to be retrieved.
Yes, where can we find Lady Arceum?
Ooh,
The
good
castle.
question. That would be, yeah. So you'll need to get an audience with her, which isn't easy.
Word of advice. And I look to Ophios and go, I know you're hiding your face. She'll be able to see through it just like I have. Do not lie to her. she will know.
We don't care what your business is. You seem like good folk. I trust Elijah. He's an idiot. So am I.
Now hold on. No, wait just a damn second.
Nope, not even gonna wait
When
for a
you
moment on
say
that.
you can see through it, Ophios says, "What do you mean see-throughs?"
I can see that that you cast an illusion. I cannot see what you're hiding.
Us.
Just to be clear, and Laszlo, just so that I'm clear on this, we don't care about that, right? Doesn't matter what he's hiding.
I don't care what you look like. I have my own issues.
Then I don't care either. So as far as meeting Lady Arceum, she is a council member with the Crown of Malta. She is very high ranking, very difficult to get an audience with. She's also just very busy. Elijah, I don't know if you know Lady Arceum personally. I don't know if she ever spoke with you, but regardless, she's in
Maybe?
Heplon. She's in Heplon.
Well, I don't know. With your past, maybe. Did you want to say something, Tyler?
I was gonna say, if you were really paying attention to his body language when you brought that up, I would give you information. But if you didn't care,
He wouldn't focus. He's not that type
Okay.
of studious
Okay.
person.
It just you're a companion of friends at this point, so like I'm not paying close attention to what you're doing as far as I'm concerned. If Elijah's trusting you, then I'm trusting you, but that's just based off of an old friendship. Oscar's got a soft spot, I guess.
Just one.
Well, several. He likes people. He's not good with people, but he likes them.
Well, let's go meet the people that we just saved.
Saved might be a strong word.
I'll look
Just
to
bound spirits to them.
I'll look to Elijah and I'll go, if you want, you should probably be the one that takes credit for this. People tend to not like it when they find out a gnome used magic in their cities.
You mean to the people outside?
Yes.
do they not like shorts peoples?
I come from a place
Down under.
that I come from a place that forces laws on everybody on magic, and people tend to mistrust us because of
Laws?
it.
Laws on magics?
Yes.
I've found that ignoring people tends to work well. But if they bother you, I'll say I did it, sure.
We need to build allies, Elijah. We have a very big task coming up, and these
Tell you
people
what.
might be prominent to that.
We haven't told you yet, Elijah, what we're doing.
No, I was waiting.
You were drinking. How was the whiskey?
It hits me harder than it used to.
Yeah, time
Elijah's-
fuckery will do that.
Elijah's.
You know, what?
They're
what?
freeing slaves.
Oh, where?
Neil Blancs.
Ah, Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I can't help you there. I'm
No, I
signed
know.
on with the Molten. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's fine.
But when we get to a Malta, if you want to celebrate my 31st, it's
Wait a
sometime
minute.
this year.
Elijah, are you here on orders of Heathguard?
Is that an
Savant
that-
Heathguard.
is that a name?
He's a military leader.
Is that the name, Scott?
Heathguard is literally the more or less the leader of the military. But I mean, you're not
So
here.
probably not directly. No.
You chose to quit, more or less, and come here of
Well-
your own volition. You took a leave of absence.
Yeah, I kind of got fired.
Well,
yeah.
it's kind of one of those, like, you didn't re-sign up. You're thinking about signing back up for another military term, but you're in between terms. You know?
Okay.
And
I
they
mean,
didn't need me.
you were wearing the garb, so I thought maybe you're still in the military.
I am currently, but it's
The secret doesn't.
they don't really need me, so they kind of let me run my own show.
You mean they didn't need you?
When's the last
maintenance
time
of
you
the
were in a
wall.
Malta?
Not that long ago, a couple days.
Did you not notice the ice wall just happens to be standing perfectly fine without anyone?
Yes, we do
maintenance
know
on it?
about that.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah,
doesn't
but
mean
I mean, you're a powerful mage.
I was told to freeze a wall. If there's no need for that, then there's no need for me.
Well, that's stupid.
It is stupid. That's why
Seems like we're not the only ones who are slow.
That's why I came to Mom. I'm not slow, Oscar.
Well,
I happen to be slightly intoxicated, okay?
you are. Look, the only reason I say that's stupid is because we can use every person we can get. We're fighting down against Paradel, as you know, and we're about to start a war on another front, potentially.
Well, when I deliver the information I've learned here back to the Amultan people, or government, I should say, my higher-ups, I would probably have a job in line. I'm not coming back empty-handed, if that makes sense.
Good. Glad to hear
But
that.
I don't really want to work right now.
No, that's fair. You got to take care of those knees.
Yeah. Again, my jumper.
I think...
you guys are doing a lot of talking, and I'll walk over to the door. Go, this isn't a time to socialize. We have a mission
Hey.
to do.
Are you Arcane Congress?
I was. I'm not now.
And
He's a
how
good
high?
man.
Pretty high.
So you know of the magics then that have been in this area, Paradel especially.
No, I never left Eustace, except once.
Ah, well, perhaps I can fill you in on what's been happening here, unless there's any reason you two, Rena and Ophios, wouldn't want that being shared.
I did tell them of the times temples, Elijah's.
Okay, great.
Which,
yeah, so you already
which I
know.
think would surprise you that Ophios says that because he didn't remember anything.
Hey, look at you!
He's remembering.
You'll be back to your old self in no time.
Hopefully, no time.
Oh, you're
Anyway,
right. Good
it's
get
fine, Elijah. You can tell
Great.
them.
I mean, we'll
So
have
there's
time.
these
We should camp.
aliens.
Them aliens!
We can
And
we
these
can camp. We can
aliens?
do it. We can do it over camp.
Yeah,
see
we
these
gotta talk to
temples?
these people first. Talk to these people.
These temples were built by aliens thousands of years ago.
So you're saying they're ancient aliens?
They are very ancient aliens.
History
Person.
Channel will tell you all about them.
What's a channel?
See her.
It's like a river, but it's cut.
I
Hey.
see.
Man-made.
Scott, good news, we're leaving.
And we will deal with the meeting of the NPCs like Vanessa and whatnot next week. Because I'm so tired.
You look like you're so ready for bed.
Oh, God, I have work early tomorrow. Like, Rory had to because of work. Because, like I said, I'm taking next week off. So, for me to make it work, I have to work more this week than I usually do. And that means Rory had to spend the night at my in-laws tonight. So, she's not even here tonight. That way I can get up ultra early and go to work while Brittany's doing her morning work and stuff. So I gotta go sleep. I got like 3 hours last night staring at my phone going, numbers changed, North Carolina! Who went
Stop it.
26
Stop
hours.
that.
26
Stop.
hours without
Bad.
updating.
Go to bed.
Scott, it's time for sleep.
Everybody hear that? Do you know what time it is? It's tool
Time.
time with your host, Tim the Toolman Taylor.
We don't talk about him anymore.
Oh,
Well, Tim Taylor is fine. The actor, on the other hand,
what would he do now?
No, he's just extremely not good. Don't worry. about
nothing new.
it. Nothing new. It's just don't worry about it. Again, let's not distract chat back to the things that we were distracting them from tonight.
Let's
I
start
have
with
to-
our outros. Since Tyler has to pee, we'll let him go first. Tyler, why don't you give us some of your slam poetry?
Sure. Hi, it's me. I'm Tyler Scheid.
Oh.
Wow.
Now
Wow.
Now
Wow.
clap, Josh. My
Clapping.
God.
Gosh, Josh.
I'm not good at this.
I stream on Twitch all the time. You can come and check me out and see what I offer. Online, there's plenty of merch.
That I proffer.
You can't jump in
To
on
put on
someone
your
else's
coffer.
slam poetry, Scott. It's just rude.
Anyway, you can check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/apocalypto_12. I've been streaming pretty regularly. I've kind of taken a back seat for a little bit just to take a short break. But I'll be back probably gaming tomorrow with maybe Rena playing some sort of games. We'll figure that out. Sunday morning I'm on a D&D thing over on Roll For It as well. And make sure and check out all the cool things. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/apocalypto_12. Apocalypto_12 everywhere. I post a video on my YouTube, which is apocalypto12, no underscore there. Honestly, Google Tyler Scheid and all that stuff will pop up. But make sure and check out the merch. We have masks, we have reversible beanies, and we have bundles that you can take advantage of. And then the Black Friday sale hits the 13th. And make sure and check all those out.
It's almost
TylerScheid.com.
Christmas.
No, it isn't.
I look forward to my beanie.
Yeah.
So
It's,
Me too. I'm so excited.
I actually have to use one in this freaking frigid, cold ass freaking
Not that
Don't.
cold.
It's a
rainy.
style choice for me.
It's not that cold there, Josh.
Sorry.
You come
Yeah.
from Florida.
But anyway, I really need to pee, so somebody else go.
Hi, I'm Funny One. You can come check me out. I'm a variety streamer. I play video games. Check me out.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
name one video game.
Damn it.
Oh, you got him.
I got him.
Ooh,
Oh,
what a lie.
Checkers. Yeah.
nailed it.
Got him. Got him.
I don't know anything. I
What
think
do you
that's
mean? I
right.
saw you playing Call of Cthulhu the other day.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
actually a really good game.
Yeah, it looked cool. Yeah.
Rena, go.
Hi, I'm Rena the Destroyer. You guys know me. Follow everybody else. They're way cooler. Okay, bye.
That's not true.
It's true.
That's not.
Bill's
I am
turn.
not. I am the exception to that. rule.
Everyone else is cooler.
That's
follow
not
them.
true.
No.
Or Rena will find
Straight
you.
facts. Thank you,
and
homie.
axe you. a
Don't forget,
question.
Rena is also on the Lost Initiative channel on Wednesdays playing Witcher, and
With
Messi is gonna be
Messi.
joining this week for his first episode on the Witcher on Lost Initiative. All right, Will, your turn.
My
Yay!
turn. Hi, I'm Will. Will and Graham pretty much everywhere. I'm in the process of making a board game called Schism. If you're interested in it, you can check it out over at arcanistentertainment.com. I am going to show you something really quickly because some people haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go out of focus for a second because I'm going to show you a miniature. I have to focus this a little bit more.
What happened to his leg?
So his leg is up, actually. a little
He's
bit.
Oh.
kicked back. He's about to kick him.
This focus sucks. This Logitech camera bullshit. There you go.
Hey, there we go.
So this is, I'm moving it away from the camera, not towards it. This is one of the minis from the set. This is the Northlands Charger. We're making a bunch of these, a bunch of different types of minis. If you're interested in minis and that type of gaming, you can check it out. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole shtick. So yeah, that's me.
Shtick.
Shtick.
Schism. Is it schism? Schism.
And and
Messi.
saving the fabulous Messi for last. Messi.
Thanks. Everyone be really quiet. Scott's trying to sleep, so we all need to be quiet. Chat, you too. Thanks for. Oh shit. Okay, he's still asleep.
What was that? I can't hear you.
ASMR. Shut the fuck up. Activate.
Get him with
the
ASMR.
I'm at twitch.tv/Messi was taken, twitter.com/Messi Twitch. You can vote for me in Vermont. Oh, it's over. I missed it. It's fine. I probably
Mail
got
in
enough.
the ballot anyways. Mail in the ballot.
Hey, do it twice, because apparently once that's not enough anymore. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I'm feeling pretty hopeful. I think I got it in the bag, honestly.
So everyone pick a sound, and we'll wake up Scott with that sound.
All right, this is my sound, Scott. Close it out for us. Oh, Chica.
No.
No more, mommy. No more.
And you can find Scott here at twitch.tv/Daelric on on a bunch of days. Don't worry about it. You know what's up. And then over on
Twitch.tv/Lost Initiative.
Wednesdays for Witcher.
On
Every
Wednesdays for Witcher.
Wednesday.
And he sometimes updates
Wednesdays.
YouTube.
He does.
Actually, he's been
That's a lie.
he's been on top of YouTube.
He has actually.
I
lately.
I have a feeling he's not going to be tonight, which is going to start the snowball effect.
Yeah.
Can I share a secret with you guys?
What is it? Yes.
I don't know what that is, too.
My background the whole time was a green screen.
Very
Oh my
nice.
God.
Very nice.
God, man.
I'm glad you
got us.
finally did that.
Wow.
You got us, man.
Okay,
He's
well now he's
gone.
gone. Oh, and now Josh is
Okay,
gone.
now we're messed up.
Wow, now he's kicking everyone once at a time out of here.
Oh, yikes.
All right, now that they're gone. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hey, why am I the only one left?
Well, you know, just thought you and I just remember that hug that we shared that first time.
all right, Scott, take us out. I'm heading out. Bye.
Well, but I thought we could have some alone time.
Yeah, on the crossover that might happen next week on Thursday. I don't know. Bye.